Hey, how's it going, y'all? Today I'm going to go over 412 Fizz Buzz. This is a Leetcode easy problem, and I'll just kind of show you how I would approach a problem like this and hopefully try to solve it as well. Yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so given an integer n, return the string array answer one indexed where fizzbuzz I so fizz answer I is equal to fizzbuzz if I is divisible by 3 and 5. Answer I is equal to fizz. Okay. So it looks like, okay, so n. So we want the for loop that goes from 1 to n. Yes, so 1 to n. And anytime we have any of these conditions, we're going to return that. And then this is, we just return it as a string. None of the conditions are true. Okay, I don't really see any crazy edge cases here, and since n is going to be positive, yeah, I feel like this is just gonna require an iteration from 1 to n inclusive, and then for each case we're going to add a fizz or add a buzz or both potentially if it meets these conditions. All right, so let's get into it then. So we noted before that we're going to have a for loop of I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n. We're going to have it inclusive. And then for this we're going to be returning an answer array. It doesn't, yeah, so we're going to need an array. So we'll let res equal a new array. And then for each case of this, we're going to check if it meets any of the conditions. So to do so, you can do it in a few ways. You can try to use the division operator to check it, but I'm going to use the modulus just because it's easier to work with. So say we do, let's see, so if I modulus, which one's 5, or which one's fizz? 3, modulus 3 is equal to 0, then we know we can have a fizz. Res, res can equal an empty string. And then we'll do res dot plus equals fizz. You'll see why I'm adding it in a little bit here, because I'm trying to make it so that I don't have to have more if statements than I already need. Then I'll have a modulus 5 here, and if this is equal to 0, then we want to add a res plus equals buzz, right? Buzz. Oops, spelled it wrong. So then this will go through in any case where we have like a number that is divisible by 3, then we'll add the fizz. And if it's also divisible by 5, then we'll add the buzz. Then we have that added to our res variable. Let's actually make this temp. I reused the name. So we'll have temp here. And then essentially what we can do is here we can do a res.push temp. But what if it's not divisible by either of these, right? Then our temp will be empty. So I guess what I can do here as well would be temp equal to empty string. If this is true, then res.push of I plus and a string to convert it to a string versus an integer or a number in this case. And then I think that might be it. So 1, I is equal to 1, less than or equal to n, inclusive. We're going to have temp. Temp is equal to an empty string. Then we want to push res, the number of it. We don't want anything else, right? Yeah, we want the string of it. Otherwise, we can push these. So then we have this two if statements. So we're making sure they're both triggering. Not like if we had an else if, that would make it one or the other. But this way we have it all being consolidated, or not consolidated, but just more like separate, I guess. And then we will want to return res for our result. So I think that should be fine. Stop push is not a function. Res.push is not a function. Interesting. What am I missing here? Okay, well I tried to do this shorthand, so maybe let's do this instead. I think there might be some sort of thing I might be doing incorrectly with the ternary. Then we'll have an else. This is res.push. So instead, if temp is equal to empty string, then we want temp is equal to I plus a string to convert that to a string, and then we don't need this else statement anymore. We just push the result of temp to res, and that will just keep growing over the iteration. Stop push is not a function. This is an array. Am I missing something? Let res. Oh, whoops. This needs to be temp. I have all those. Res, push temp. Okay, so in these cases we all have the expected results, it looks like. Let's try submitting that. Cool. Yeah, so I guess like for this case, time complexity, we're iterating whatever the size, not n, or sorry, whatever the value of n is, and space is also a value of n because we're constructing a new array. Most of these other operations are pretty straightforward. So I mean like they're constant. And yeah, this operation is also a constant operation. So yeah, I mean that's the solution. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like the video, leave a comment or like it. Or if there's another problem you want me to go over, feel free to leave that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.